Hey guys, it's Maymay, and it is time for our last card in the graduation week series. I hope you've enjoyed the other two we've done. We did them on Tuesday and Thursday in our live videos. Today, I'm going to show you a super fast one that if you need a last minute graduation card, you can throw this one together in a second. Okay, so I'm using an A2 size card base. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm going to score it in half at 5 1/2. Get my embossing tool. Just like that. I'm going to flip this over while it's in the scoreboard and use that edge to help me get a nice square fold. Grab my bone folder and crease it. So that is all I have to do to the card base. This is going to be the easiest card. This is literally one that you can make while running out the door to the party. Seriously. Getting ready to head out the door, grab a piece of cardstock. Now I'm going to take a piece of painter's tape. Now you can see I've done a sample. I already practiced this to make sure it would work. So I'm just reusing that tape. And I really just want to block off this top edge so that none of our ink gets above it. Now here's the trick. It's the ink pad trick, right? This is VersaFine Onyx Black in the mini ink pad, but you could do this with any miniature square size pad you have. And technically you could do a big one if you wanted a big graduation hat, because that's what we're going to make out of this. Now, one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some paper down here to protect my work surface. I'm just going to slide this underneath there. I should have probably already done that, but I'm going to have some going on and off the page because to me that's what makes it look more professional. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this ink cube. This is a 1-inch cube, and I'm going to press it on to my card in all different directions. Not stressing about how it looks. Trust me, just go with it. I am going to leave this section down here open because I want to put a sentiment here. So I'm going to leave one space open. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 little squares. Now I'm going to let this dry and we're going to make 8 baby tassels. They're so cute. So just grab some baker's twine. This is actually a holiday twine. I usually buy this whenever it's like 90% off at the end of the year. A color like this, silver and white, can be used all year long. So what a great bargain, right? Look how much you get for like, I think it was 90% off of $6.99 when I finally bought it. So good deal. Okay, let's make a baby tassel. I've zoomed you in really close. So here is my baker's twine. I'm going to fold this in half. Now I suggest using a longer piece of baker's twine than you actually need. I know it's a little bit wasteful, but it's easier when you're tying if you use a longer piece than you need. So I'm going to fold this in half, and then I'm going to make a knot. Just wrap this guy around. And the only thing I want to be sure of is that my knot is sort of at the top of my little baby tassel. So I'm just running that knot, not right at the top, but not. I keep saying not. You don't have to go all the way to the top, but give yourself about 1/4 of an inch there. So you've got a little knot tied at the top, and then you have these 2 free ends of baker's twine. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this guy down to the length I want my baby tassel to be. And then right now it just looks like a tied piece of string. I'm going to take my fingers and unravel this guy. Just mess it up just by twisting the opposite direction of the way that the baker's twine goes. And now we have a tiny tassel. I know it doesn't look like much now, but let's put it to the card. So this is my card base, and I'm going to use a sentiment from my stamp set called Define Emotions. I'm going to use the congratulations stamp right here in the bottom corner. So I'm also going to use one of those mini inks here. This is Satin Red from the VersaFine, and I'm going to use it for my sentiment that says congratulations. I think that'll be pretty to mix the colors. Again, it'll look like you did more work than you actually are because we're playing with color. So I'm going to stamp this here at the bottom. There we go. So congratulations. I like that. Now let's put those tassels on. Here's all my little tiny tassels. They're so cute. And I'm going to use some art glitter glue. So I'm just going to go into these little graduation hats, and just in the centers, I'm going to put a dollop of glue. We'll start at the top here. Then I'm going to take my little tassels, and I'm just going to lay them into the glue so that the edge of the end of the tassel is caught in the glue, and the rest just kind of hangs out. I'm just going to stick that down like that. And I'm going from the center out. It really doesn't matter how they land. What we're looking for is the feel of throwing a bunch of graduation hats in the air once you have received your diploma. So they can go in all different directions. Isn't that cute? They totally look like little tassels now. They might not have at first. You might have been wondering where I was going, but now they look like little tassels. So now I've got them all stuck down. I'm going to let those dry. And once the center's dry, I'm going to come back and glue down the knot just so it'll be nice and sturdy. So I'm just going to let these dry and we'll come back to it in a few minutes. So while I was letting that dry, and because I made 2 of these bases, I thought I would show you something else if you have the time to step it up. I'm taking the stars from my stamp set that's called All is Bright. Let me show you this one. It looks like this. It's a Christmas set, but these stars can be used any time of the year. So I'm going to use the smallest star first, and I'm going to go around the page and just fill in around the graduation hats with different colored stars. I think this will be cute to kind of make it look very festive. And just fill it in if you want. And how cute will this be when you put the tassels on? It'll look like a whole group of graduates have thrown their caps in the air and they're partying about it. So I've used the smallest star. Now I'm going to go to a size up star, and I'm going to fill in even more just for some movement and some dimension. So check these out. Look how cute they are. This is the first one that I did. Just the hats with the little tassels. I just think that's adorable. And this is the one we did where we added the stars. I thought that was a cute little addition. And don't they look like little graduation hats flying up in the air? I think they're so cute. Now, I'm not going to write on the insides of these cards because my mom needs some graduation cards and I don't know who they're going to. So I'm going to let her fill out the cards, and I thought this would be a neat one to let her use. So when you do this, you can stamp more on the inside or make it very personal for the person that you're giving it to, whichever way you'd like to do it. I think they're cute. I think they're quick to get out the door with. It took no time to do them and very little, effort. Plus, they're pretty flat, except for the little baker's twine, which will slide into an envelope. They're pretty flat. These will go right into a regular A2 size envelope. Thanks so much for watching today, guys. And that has been graduation week. Next week, we start other fun projects for the summer, and I can't wait to see you on Tuesday at noon for another video. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.